Virginia's own comedian Allison Moore.
You seen the movie Harriet? Yeah, Harriet, Oscar nominated, shot right here. Your girl was not in that movie. But I was so close, y'all. Bam, I was so close. So this is what had happened. So my friend, she sent me a casting notice. She was like, ooh, girl, hey, listen. The movie Harriet, they're auditioning, girl. I think that you should try out. It's for a background slave. I think you'd be perfect.
So when I'm saying I'm a clean comedian, people are like, so what does that mean, girl? You the gospel comedian? I'm like, well, no, I just don't curse on stage. I'm like the female version of Sinbad. And so because I kept using him to try to explain what I felt like that my comedy was closely mimicking, I said, well, you know what? I need to open for Sinbad. That was my first major production of $50,000 that we pulled together, my team and I. We booked Sinbad and they were like, we don't know you, girl. And I'm like, I'm not doing all this work if I cannot open. So I had to share some content, make sure that I was funny and et cetera. And then Sinbad said he would love to have you open. And I really think that from that hard work that he got to see, he really respected me.
Okay, but wait, my kids are in middle school, so I gotta put them out?
Ain't too late, no. You gotta make sure, you know, that they have to be able to get jobs.
My mom-in-law, she here though. She know I talk about it. She ain't like it at first. She's like, why would you say these things? I'm like, boo, I get paid. She's like, oh, don't forget to tell them about the time.
He allowed me to open for him another time. We continued the relationship, and he was even my first guest on the More Laughing in the Morning show when we took it to TV.
Sinbad is here. He dropped all of the knowledge, all of the wisdom, and I am so excited about you getting into this interview. Get into it.
It's always another level.
Yeah, it's always another level.
So how do you stay motivated over this time?
Yeah, how are you not motivated if you're doing something you love? And my dad told me, you like when someone says what you can't do. I see you. You don't do good when too much is given to you.
I have been funny my entire life, but I didn't know that I was funny. So every time I would come around, of course my friends, family were always laughing, but I didn't know that I brought the laughter. And it just took me till I became, older. One day I was emceeing an event. We had a comedian on the event. The comedian says, well, Allison should have been the comedian. And I'm like, what? So it took me till I was 30 years old. My first time on stage on purpose to be a stand-up comedian, I was in a complete panic attack. And something fell out my mouth that was funny. Then I'm like, okay, girl.
I was so mad. Can't get a background slave part, man. I was frustrated. I'm like, it ain't even no lines. I'm not gonna be talking. But yeah, I'm not gonna be smiling. What in the world? Shit, like this a musical. Sun up to sundown, picking that cotton hook. Sun up to sundown, whipped by the master hook. Sun up to sundown, chained and shackled. No more auction block for me. No more auction block.
When I got the call to open for Martin Lawrence, all types of things went through my mind. I was relieved. I felt like, wow, this could be the thing that just takes me to the next level. And it was the thing that took me 2 weeks into a pandemic. I was petrified. I thought my whole career, everything I threw away. I got a master's degree in human resources. I walked away from corporate America for this journey. So I'm like, you big dummy. So the beginning of the pandemic was just absolutely terrible for myself and my other peers that are live entertainers, because we were the first one for people to cut. So it was one of those sink or swim moments, be your most creative. And so that kind of started to push me towards doing a talk show so that I can continue to get the content out.
It's time to get up. Yeah.
Good morning. Hey. Welcome to the More Laughing in the Morning show. It's Friday. Hey, and you did not ask me to start like that.
The show started on Facebook Live. It was right here in my kitchen. We had 27 episodes on Facebook Live. And then we went over to Scott Ford Network in Hampton, Virginia. Hold on now, we were supposed to have 12 weeks worth of new material. But the way the budget's set up, we had about 7 weeks and a lot of reruns, but we're still proud.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's time to get up and get moving. I'm so excited. Here's a little randomness for you this morning.
So these are like from the season 2 episodes. I had to write it so I could see them. And I'm using that as we're preparing for season 3. The show has some talk show components. It has some thought-provoking moments where we're about like growth and personal development. And then we also got sketch comedy. I mean, just straight foolishness.
Hurry up and take the picture, baby. You ready? Because I'm doing everything I can to cover these stretch marks, these broken nails, my weave messing up, my eyelash falling, the fact that my butt is little, and also I don't want... Oh, there's a video.
What's something else that's only good? You don't want to do it twice. Use the same condom. Okay, let's not do that one. Am I a clean comedian? I think the pandemic is trying to make me not clean. Still I rise, still I rise. It would be fast food, divorce, and whatever else this would be. I've been twerking all pandemic. Twerking has been my therapy. Twerking as therapy is funny. A lot of my success and a lot of the things that I've done have come out of life's lemons.
I am a human resources professional with over 10 years of experience. And I am also an entrepreneur. Founder of Black Please Coffee. Yeah, I got a lot of pushback naming the company Black Please in the beginning. It's that double entendre because it's referencing coffee. And then, yeah, I am black. But coffee was my inspiration. Even aside from the caffeine, it was just that moment of, all right, you got this, you got your coffee, you can do this, girl, you got this, who got this, you got this. I wasn't necessarily trying to be a spokesperson at that time. But sometimes you can't get around what is called to you or what you're called to, and comedy is an easy place to start to have uncomfortable conversations about racism. I love Another View. That's one of my favorite places to be once a month. That has really pulled on me to kind of level up in regards to my knowledge, and especially politically, especially economic-wise. I'm the young millennial. Now I'm like, I'm grown, I'm almost 40, and I have something to contribute. Still I rise, still I rise.
Can you turn off your alarm clock, please? I forgot the man's name.
We're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that. You just gotta laugh, right? And not be embarrassed by your situations, because I've learned over the years that my transparency is really encouraging. And so everything that I thought was gonna happen did not happen. It was way harder than what it was supposed to be, but it was much more rewarding than what I ever thought I was gonna get out of it.
Thank you so very much for laughing with me. My name is Allison Moore. I am very glad to be here.
Hey,